Hi, John, and the rest of Jordan's Room Productions. Doug Sidney here. I'm finally getting you my audition tape. I apologize for all the time that it's taken for me to finally get it to you. Thank you so much for all your help and your correspondence along the way with your emails and script analysis and all the questions you helped me answer. So I'm finally getting it to you. Please call or email with any questions if you need anything further. I really appreciate the opportunity, and I had fun doing this, so thanks.
What was it like growing up with your parents?
What was it like growing up? It was normal.
Normal, or what you perceived as normal?
No, not what I perceived as normal. I lived in foster homes later, and just normal, you know? People, yourself included, all think that it was, chainsaws and screaming. And it wasn't. Everybody has secrets. Case in point, there's a guy on my block. He lives 3 doors down from me, and he just got busted on that show To Catch a Pervert. Now, that freaked me out. I've had lunch with this guy, and when he's not talking dirty to 8-year-olds on the corner and going home and jerking off about it, he's a normal dude with a job and a wife at home and a mortgage. Everyone has secrets, you see. Did your dad like to wear a diaper and have your mom change him at home?
I don't think so.
Huh? You don't think so, but you don't know so. You know why? Because it only happened in the bedroom. See, my folks only did it in the basement, and they were collectors. Only instead of, model cars and Wheaties boxes, it was people. Outside of the basement, they were normal. Everybody has secrets. Have you ever been to a museum? Okay. What do you see there? You see, you see dogs and foxes and recreations of dinosaurs and mummies. Well, what is that? It's taxidermy. Taxidermists don't drive cabs. They stuff things that are dead for people to look at. My parents weren't killers. They were collectors. The bodies that they had in the basement were dead. It was a hobby. You get my point? I went down to the library the other day, and I was looking at the old archived articles and noticed that all the ones about my family had been cut out. And it got me to thinking, why would people want to forget about their families like that? What I realized was that they weren't trying to forget their families. They were trying to forget about mine. We all have secrets. So, I was living in Montana a few months back, and there were these 2 girls there that were kidnapped. These twins, Mandy and Brandy Bramson. And right after it happened, everyone was talking about it. It was a huge story. But then it seemed like almost overnight the stories just tapered off about it. No one was talking about it anymore. And it got me to thinking, what happened to those girls? Were they killed? Were they buried? Did they catch the guys that did it? And thinking about that reminded me of everything that happened in Harrisburg. And I realized that it was 15 years ago. It's so weird too, because the same time I was facing the situation that I needed to get mom and dad's house cleaned out. And so went through all their stuff and discovered in their attic these old VHS home videotapes. And that just literally brought it all home. I mean, look at these. Making and eating dinner. Dad watching TV. He always had the game on. This Christmas tape. We used to watch this over and over. And this one. Toys. This is a video catalog of every toy that I ever owned. Boy, home movies, they hang on to it all. So, long story short, here I am, after 15 years, back to finally tell this story with these tapes. Because believe it or not, it's all right there. It's kind of surreal.